The Valiant's new mission. The starship HMS Valiant glided through the cosmos with purpose, its engines humming steadily as it approached its destination, a planet known for its perilous terrain and fearsome inhabitants. Under the skilled leadership of Captain Sarah Reynolds, the crew prepared for a mission that promised to push their limits. Their goal was to investigate the predatory creatures that roamed the planet below, to study their behavior, and to gather data for future research. In the ship's briefing room, Captain Reynolds outlined their objectives. Her tone was commanding yet encouraging. "We're about to embark on an unprecedented mission," she began. "Our task is to observe and understand the predatory species on this planet. We need to be meticulous in our data collection and cautious in our interactions." The crew, a mix of experienced veterans and eager newcomers, listened intently. Excitement and apprehension were palpable among them. They knew the dangers that awaited them, but the importance of their mission was clear. The Valiant descended toward the planet, its atmosphere thick and oppressive, casting an eerie light over the rugged landscape. Upon landing, the crew swiftly set up their base camp. Tents were erected, equipment was unpacked, and safety protocols were reviewed. The crew members checked their gear with practiced precision, preparing for the challenges ahead. As night fell, a sense of anticipation filled the air. Around a crackling campfire, they shared stories and laughter, attempting to ease the tension that loomed over them. Suddenly, a low growl pierced the darkness, causing a collective shiver among the crew. They turned as one, their eyes scanning the shadows. A pair of glowing eyes emerged from the underbrush, followed by the ominous silhouette of a massive predator. It was a creature unlike any they had ever seen, towering, with razor-sharp claws and gleaming fangs. Captain Reynolds acted quickly, her voice calm but firm. "Stay together," she instructed, her hand resting on the hilt of her sidearm. The crew formed a protective circle around their leader, their hearts racing in unison. The predator approached slowly, its movements deliberate. Lieutenant Jackson, the team's biologist, took a step forward, his gaze fixed on the creature. "It's magnificent," he murmured, filled with awe and respect. The predator circled the camp, its eyes never leaving the humans. Captain Reynolds raised her hand in a gesture of peace. "We mean you no harm," she said. "We're here to study and learn from you." To their surprise, the predator stopped and regarded her with a curious tilt of its head. In a moment of silent understanding, the predator extended a clawed paw toward Captain Reynolds. It brushed against her outstretched hand, a sign of acceptance and mutual respect. The crew watched in awe as the predator retreated into the night, leaving them with a profound sense of wonder. As they settled in for the night, the crew knew that their encounter with the alien predator would be etched into their memories forever. It was a moment of connection that transcended fear and danger, a testament to the power of curiosity and exploration. Into the jungle. The next day, the crew of the HMS Valiant ventured deeper into the planet's dense jungle. The air was thick with humidity, and the undergrowth teemed with both beautiful and dangerous life forms. As they pressed on through the tangled foliage, a sense of unease settled over them. Every rustle of leaves and distant roar heightened their apprehension. They were now entering the domain of the planet's apex predator. Emerging from the shadows was the creature known as the Tuarclaw. It was a massive, reptilian beast with scales as dark as night and claws as sharp as daggers. Captain Reynolds surveyed the creature with grim determination. "This is our quarry," she stated firmly. "We must observe and learn if we are to understand this planet's true nature." The crew watched in awe and trepidation as the Tuarclaw prowled through the jungle with fluid grace. Its presence exuded raw power and commanded both respect and fear. Lieutenant Chen whispered to her fellow crew members, "It's no wonder they call it the Tuarclaw. Those claws could slice through steel like butter." As night descended, the crew huddled around a makeshift campfire, their eyes trained on the darkness beyond. The sounds of the jungle grew louder and more primal, heightening their anticipation of the predator's next move. Suddenly, a low growl echoed through the night, sending a chill down their spines. Captain Reynolds raised a hand to signal calm. "Everyone, remain vigilant," she cautioned. "We must observe its behavior closely." The two Orcs circled their camp, its eyes gleaming with predatory intelligence. It exuded an aura of dominance, a reminder that they were intruding in its territory. Lieutenant Jackson observed the creature with fascination. "This is a remarkable specimen," he said. "We have much to learn from its behavior and ecology." Throughout the night, the crew monitored the two Orcs' movements, noting its interactions with the environment. Each subtle shift in posture, each low growl, offered valuable insights into the creature's behavior. The crew braced themselves for a night of discovery and danger, knowing that their encounter with the fearsome predator would test their courage and resolve. The standoff. In the heart of the alien jungle, a tense standoff unfolded between the crew of the HMS Valiant and the formidable two Orcs. The massive predator, its fangs bared and claws ready, eyed the humans with primal hunger. Lieutenant Jackson, ever the quick thinker, assessed the situation. He knew that direct confrontation would be perilous and that they needed a plan. "Captain Reynolds," Lieutenant Jackson called out, his voice steady despite the rising tension. "I have an idea. We need to distract the creature while we prepare for our next move." Captain Reynolds nodded in agreement. "What do you have in mind, Lieutenant?" she asked, her tone calm but urgent. Lieutenant Jackson outlined his plan to the crew. "We'll create a diversion to draw the two Orcs' attention away from us. While it's focused on that, the rest of us can prepare to outmaneuver it." The crew sprang into action, each member taking on their assigned roles with precision. Some gathered supplies for the diversion, while others readied themselves for the risky maneuver. As the tension mounted, Lieutenant Chen stepped forward and initiated the diversion, a series of loud calls and movements designed to pique the creature's curiosity. The two Orcs' head turned sharply toward the commotion. Its keen senses honed in on the sudden disturbance. Seizing the opportunity, Captain Reynolds signaled the crew to move into position. Using the cover of the diversion, they outflanked the two Orcs and gained a strategic advantage. Lieutenant Jackson watched as the plan unfolded, his heart racing with a mix of fear and exhilaration. The crew moved with unity and purpose, each member playing their part in this high-stakes confrontation. As the two Orcs turned back toward the main group, it found itself surrounded on all sides. Captain Reynolds stood at the forefront, her gaze unwavering. "Stand down," she commanded. "We mean you no harm. We are here to learn from you, not to challenge you." To their surprise, the two Orcs seemed to sense the sincerity in Captain Reynolds' words. It regarded her with a mixture of curiosity and respect, its predatory instincts momentarily at bay. In a show of tentative trust, the two Orcs took a step back, its aggression giving way to cautious acceptance. The crew watched in awe as a fragile peace settled over the jungle, bridging the gap between predator and prey. Against all odds, they had navigated a perilous confrontation through unity, quick thinking, and respect for the alien world around them. Their journey into the unknown continued, guided by newfound camaraderie and mutual discovery. The two Orcs' challenge. The following day, the crew of the HMS Valiant faced a new challenge. Despite their successful confrontation with the two Orcs, the creature's unpredictability remained a potent force. As the crew regrouped, a shadow of doubt loomed over their mission. Engineer Patel, usually quiet and unassuming, made a discovery that would change the course of their encounter. With meticulous attention and keen observation, Patel identified a subtle weakness in the two Orcs' armor, a vulnerable spot that could be exploited. Captain Reynolds, her eyes alight with newfound hope, turned to Patel with urgency. "Tell us, Engineer," she urged. "What have you discovered?" Engineer Patel, now filled with purpose, stepped forward. "I've identified a critical weakness in the two Orcs' underbelly," he explained. "We can use this to our advantage." Captain Reynolds quickly formulated a plan. "We'll need to be precise in our approach. We'll create a controlled environment to target this weakness and ensure that we don't provoke the creature further. The crew prepare for their next move, each member working diligently to execute the plan. They set up a strategic position, ready to exploit the identified weakness while minimizing risk. As they moved into position, the two Orclaw's primal presence loomed large, a constant reminder of the danger that surrounded them. With everything in place, Captain Reynolds gave the signal to begin. The crew executed their plan with precision, using their newfound knowledge to their advantage. The two Orclaw, though formidable, found itself facing a coordinated effort designed to exploit its vulnerability. As the plan unfolded, the crew observed the creature's reactions with bated breath. The two Orclaw, though powerful, struggled to counter the precise and calculated approach. The balance of power shifted as the crew's strategy took effect. The two Orclaw's aggression waned, replaced by a growing sense of uncertainty. It was clear that the crew's plan had taken a toll on the mighty predator. The encounter, though fraught with danger, had turned in their favor through ingenuity and careful planning. As the dust settled, the crew stood victorious, their mission now in a new phase of discovery. The two Orclaw's challenge had tested their resolve and showcased their ability to adapt and overcome. With a newfound understanding of their formidable adversary, they prepared for the next leg of their journey, driven by both triumph and the promise of further exploration. The unexpected alliance. As the crew of the HMS Valiant continued their exploration of the alien planet, they faced an unexpected twist in their journey. Despite their previous success, the dynamics of their mission took a surprising turn. The two Orclaw, once a formidable adversary, now seemed to exhibit behaviors that suggested a shift in its relationship with the crew. One morning, as the crew conducted routine observations, they noticed that the two Orclaw was actively interacting with a previously unseen group of creatures. These smaller beings, adorned with bioluminescent markings, appeared to be working in tandem with the predator. The sight was both astonishing and perplexing. Captain Reynolds gathered her team for a briefing. "We need to understand what's happening here," she said, her tone reflecting a mix of curiosity and caution. "It seems that the two Orclaw has formed an alliance with these creatures. We need to investigate and determine the implications of this development." Lieutenant Chen, ever eager to explore new possibilities, proposed a theory. "It's possible that the two Orclaw and these creatures have a symbiotic relationship," he suggested. "Perhaps they've reached an understanding that benefits both parties." The crew set out to observe the interaction between the two Orclaw and the bioluminescent creatures. They noted that the predator's behavior was markedly different from their previous encounters. The two Orclaw exhibited a protective stance toward the smaller beings, and its aggression seemed to have diminished. As the crew delved deeper into their observations, they discovered that the bioluminescent creatures were engaged in activities that seemed to benefit the two Orclaw. They provided food sources, cleaned the predator's scales, and even appeared to communicate with it through a series of light patterns. Captain Reynolds, realizing the significance of this newfound alliance, decided to approach the two Orclaw cautiously. "We need to establish communication," she said. "If we can understand the nature of this alliance, it could offer valuable insights into the planet's ecosystem." With careful planning, the crew made their way to the area where the two Orclaw and the bioluminescent creatures interacted. They observed from a distance, taking note of the complex interplay between the two parties. The crew's presence did not go unnoticed, and the two Orclaw regarded them with a mix of curiosity and wariness. To their surprise, the two Orclaw approached Captain Reynolds and extended a clawed paw in a gesture of peace. The bioluminescent creatures surrounded the crew, their light patterns conveying a sense of welcome. It was a moment of profound connection, one that bridged the gap between species and showcased the potential for cooperation. Captain Reynolds extended her hand, accepting the gesture of peace from the two Orclaw. The crew's hearts swelled with a sense of accomplishment and hope. The unexpected alliance marked a turning point in their mission, transforming their adversarial relationship into one of mutual respect and collaboration. As they continued their exploration, the crew embraced the newfound alliance with a sense of wonder and optimism. The planet's mysteries were slowly unraveling, revealing a tapestry of interconnected relationships that defied expectations. With each new discovery, they were reminded of the boundless potential for understanding and cooperation in the vast expanse of the cosmos. The Great Revelation. The alliance between the HMS Valiant crew and the Tuwakla had ushered in a new phase of exploration. As the crew and their newfound allies worked together, they began to uncover astonishing revelations about the planet and its inhabitants. The once formidable predator had become an invaluable partner in their quest for knowledge. One evening, as the crew gathered for their nightly briefing, Lieutenant Jackson brought forth a remarkable discovery. "Captain, you won't believe what we found," he said, excitement evident in his voice. "The Tuwakla has led us to an ancient structure deep within the jungle. It appears to be a relic of a long-lost civilization." Captain Reynolds and the crew exchanged intrigued glances. "Describe this structure to us," she prompted. Lieutenant Jackson continued, "The structure is massive, built from an unknown material that glows faintly in the dark. It's adorned with intricate carvings and symbols that suggest a highly advanced society. It's unlike anything we've encountered before." With Captain Reynolds' approval, the crew ventured to the location described by Lieutenant Jackson. As they approached the ancient structure, they were awestruck by its grandeur. Towering pillars and elaborate archways hinted at a civilization that once thrived on this alien world. The Tuwakla, ever the guide, led the crew through the labyrinthine corridors of the structure. Its presence was a reassuring constant, a reminder of the bond forged between them. The crew marveled at the carvings on the walls, which depicted scenes of advanced technology, interstellar travel, and interactions with other species. Among the carvings was a depiction of a grand spacefaring vessel, its design reminiscent of the HMS Valiant, but far more intricate. It was clear that the ancient civilization possessed a level of technology and ingenuity that surpassed anything the crew had seen. Lieutenant Chen approached one of the carvings, his eyes wide with wonder. "This civilization was remarkably advanced," he observed. "They had knowledge and technology that could have shaped the galaxy." Captain Reynolds nodded in agreement. "We must document everything we found," she said. "This is a discovery of monumental significance." As the crew continued their exploration, they uncovered more artifacts and technological remnants, each one offering a glimpse into the ancient civilization's achievements and aspirations. The structure itself seemed to hold the key to understanding the planet's history and its place in the galaxy. The Great Revelation marked a turning point in their mission. The Tuwakala's guidance had led them to a treasure trove of knowledge, transforming their journey from a mere exploration into a quest for uncovering the secrets of a bygone era. With each new discovery, the crew's sense of purpose and excitement grew, fueling their determination to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos. A new beginning. As the HNS Valiant crew neared the end of their mission, the significance of their journey became ever more apparent. The discoveries they had made on the alien planet had transformed their understanding of the galaxy and its inhabitants. The once feared Tuwakla had become a symbol of collaboration and mutual respect, leading them to insights that would shape future exploration. Captain Reynolds gathered her crew for one final briefing before they prepared to depart. The mood was a mix of reflection and anticipation, as the crew looked back on their achievements and contemplated the future. "We've accomplished something truly extraordinary," Captain Reynolds began. "Our mission was to understand the unknown, and we've done that and more. We've uncovered the remnants of a once great civilization, formed an unexpected alliance with a formidable predator, and gained a deeper appreciation for the complexities of life in the galaxy." Lieutenant Jackson, still brimming with excitement, added, "The knowledge we've gathered here will have far-reaching implications. It's a testament to the power of exploration and the potential for connection between different species." The crew members nodded in agreement, their faces reflecting a sense of pride and fulfillment. The bond between them and the Tuwakla was a testament to the power of understanding and cooperation. It had transformed their mission from one of mere observation to one of profound discovery. As the HMS Valiant prepared for its departure, the crew exchanged heartfelt farewells with the Tuwaclaw and the bioluminescent creatures. The Predator, now a trusted ally, conveyed a sense of gratitude and respect, a final gesture that underscored the significance of their shared experiences. The crew boarded the starship, their hearts filled with a sense of accomplishment and wonder. As the Valiant ascended from the planet's surface, the crew gazed out at the distant stars, contemplating the endless possibilities that lay ahead. Captain Reynolds took one last look at the alien world they were leaving behind. "Our journey has only just begun," she said, her voice filled with determination. "There are countless worlds out there waiting to be explored, and we will continue to seek out the unknown." With a renewed sense of purpose, the crew of the HMS Valiant set their sights on the vast expanse of space. The experiences and discoveries they had made on the alien planet would serve as a guiding light, inspiring future missions and shaping their approach to exploration. As the starship traveled through the cosmos, the crew knew that their journey was far from over. The galaxy was a boundless frontier, filled with mysteries and opportunities. And with each new adventure, they would continue to push the boundaries of knowledge and understanding, forging connections that transcended the stars.